Get them in there, boy. Oh, break all of them. Here we go, right here. This is finished product number 1. Let's do one at a time so we can be very deliberate with how we do this. Because I don't want to lose one and then it sink and it's not where I want it to be. Oh, my crotch. Oh my gosh, I just got hit again.
Come on.
You see that?
Crank on him.
I'm gonna crank him. Oh, I got him, but he's pulling so much drag.
He's in a tree.
Oh, he's in a tree. Dude, this thing is, the drag is no longer working. Welcome back to another video, folks. We are out here at the ranch, and as you can see, the weather kind of taking a turn on us. It's a little nasty. Not only is it raining, but it's actually windy as well, and the temperature dropped 20 degrees from yesterday. Am I lying, dude?
No, it's cold, man.
It's cold. Like, it was 88 yesterday. Really hot. And that was kind of a crazy hot day, but today it's like 64 and wind and rain. So fishing conditions, if you were trying to fish right now, this is almost impossible. When you get weather like this, you can't necessarily do what you want to do, like go fishing. What you can do is improve your fishing locations. Now, what I mean is, we got the backyard pond. You guys all know that. It is stocked, a lot of fish, a lot of big fish in there. And since we're not going to be able to fish it in these kind of conditions, we need to add some things into the pond that are going to help improve the fish population. Now, there's a million things you could put in there. You could put fish feeders in there. You could dig out the pond, make it bigger, put more water in it. You could make sure the bait fish the bait population is super healthy. And then you could do what we're going to do today. We're going to be attempting to build some homemade fish structure for the pond. Now, I know everybody on YouTube has done this, but hey, this is all new to me. This new backyard pond and everything in it, it's all new to me. So I want to make my own structure for my pond, something that the bass, the bait fish, hell, even the catfish may relate to. I don't really know, but we're gonna build some stuff. We're gonna throw them in there. It's gonna be a great time. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do end up enjoying it, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Continue to give me video ideas in the comments section. I'm getting tons of new ideas from you guys every day, so thank you for that. And if you're new, make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification enabled. That way you do not miss an upload. But you and I need to swing on up to Lowe's, maybe, or someplace that sells all of the equipment that we're gonna need. And I will talk you guys through kind of what this stuff is gonna look like, what we're gonna need once we get there. All right, buddy, this is kind of, I think this is actually it. I think this is what I used last time when I was visiting our good friend Rob Turklove. This isn't 12 inch, so this is like 8 or 6 or 4 or 3. I don't think the size of this pipe really matters that much, you know? It's more of just a,
what are you doing?
It's, oh, I was just saying it's not the size of the pipe, it's how you use it, you know? Huh? Dude, I almost just ended your child's lives right there.
You did, right.
Okay, so the idea would be take this bad boy and cut it into sections, right? Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, right? Then you take a knife and we're gonna just poke a bunch of holes in it, right? What was that noise? Take PVC pipes and then stick them through the holes, right? So if you can imagine this with 30 PVC pipes stuck all through it, it would be like standing up like this, right? And then you'd have PVC pipe underneath it holding it up. You have PVC pipe above it, which is gonna give you like that brush pile. You know what I'm saying?
How does it sink?
How does it sink?
Yeah.
It just sinks.
Oh, really? That's sick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it will. The PVC is heavy as heck.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna sink. Do you not think it's gonna sink?
I didn't know if PVC sunk or floated.
Well, this probably wouldn't sink on its own, but the fact it's gonna have holes in it,
right,
and it's gonna have the weight of the PVC pipes on them, so I think they'll sink. If not, we could probably rig something up on the fly.
But yeah, we can make it happen.
I think we can get 4 really good pieces with this, maybe even 5. I don't know, it just depends on how big we want the individual pieces to be.
Right, right.
But it's gonna look a lot more good once we get the PVC pipe and you actually start to see how it comes together. But let's see, for each section, how many pieces of PVC pipe? If the section was like this big, right? We want like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dang.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta make it a brush pile, right? I mean,
yeah,
you gotta make it with a lot of little twigs and stuff. So probably like 12 per section, right, times 4 sections, that's 48. So we need like 50 PVC pipes. That's gonna be a lot. We might need a cart for this one.
Yeah,
today.
for sure.
Oh, the wind got it! The wind got it!
Oh, the camera!
All right, so we've got 50 right here. I think this is the right size. I'm actually really liking the way these guys are looking. That is 50, the big 5-0. And the big AO claims that he can carry all these by himself. So let's see it, my guy. How's it going, boss? Oh, all those. Oh, you got it, man. You got it. Boom. Oh, see.
told you not to kick me, bro.
I didn't touch you.
We only need 49 anyway.
Dude, come on, we need it.
Are you kidding me? You want me to pick that up?
Andrew, there's always got to be something. A big shout out to that employee who was just really cool, although he looked a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. He saw the camera and he was like, well, he didn't say what are you doing, but his eyes said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then he was really waiting to see Andrew. He was waiting to see if you could hold all that stuff.
Right, he was impressed.
Yeah, well, I'm impressed too. I think we've got what we need. These are gonna be super simple fish structures, so we only need 2 ingredients, which we now have. So we just need to check out real quick, get back to the homestead, get these things built. By the way, we're not wearing masks just so we can talk to the camera, so just FYI. What a man. Is he gonna make it to the truck? You're so close, dude.
Come on, baby.
If you drop one, it's not gonna count.
Open the dang truck.
Oh, hold on. Oh no, it's locked. I locked it.
The gosh darn 2020.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Get him in there, boy. Oh, break all of them. Please break them.
Oh yeah. Don't you
You
fall.
didn't, you don't think, oh, you got one. Oh, it touched. You still did really good. Good
Thanks,
job.
man.
Good job, buddy. Back to the farm we go. Did we decide on 4 sections? Is that kind of what we're going with here?
That's what you said.
Well, I mean, just looking at it, thinking about the size it's going to be, don't you think 4?
Yeah.
Maybe 5? Cut it in half first. Which means you would now cut these in half. Yeah, I think this is about right. I think 4 sections will be good. See how easy this stuff is to work with though? Like, it's so easy to cut and manipulate. Like, it's definitely what we need for this. Luckily, the rain has kind of subsided some. That's nice. So we may be able to do some fishing after this. I do not know. Next step, we have 50 PVC pipes, correct?
Yeah.
And we did the math. That's about 12 per piece of cover. Now, 12 sounds like a lot, which it is, but we want this thing to look like a freaking tree underwater. So now, let's take a section here. Let's put 12 holes in it. We want some holes that are just straight up on it like this. Let's do 4 on this top side like this. Now we need to make 4 holes on underneath it that are kind of aligned with it. Just cut my thumb right off. Then we'll do 4 on the other side, on the bottom side. So that's 8 holes right there. So we need 4 more. See if we can get some diagonal ones in here. These are really kind of hard to do because you have to make sure all these holes are going to go in the right direction. 3. That's about right for now. So now we're left with this corrugated pipe, whatever the heck it's called. I mean, it just looks like a pipe with holes in it, I know. But here's where the magic happens, all right? So let's take our first one of these. I'm just going to kind of jam it into the hole. Oh! That was a nice little sack tap right there. Remind myself that I'm alive. Gonna go in one of the holes and out the other one. I probably should have made these holes a little bit bigger, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Probably got to do a little bit of work on these holes to make them all work. So now you can kind of start to get an idea of what this thing's gonna look like. It's gonna be standing on the bottom like this, and we're gonna have boom, boom, they're gonna be coming out all sides, but then we're gonna have the stuff coming up on top of it. The big advantage of fish structure like this is fish can not only get, you know, on top of it, but they can get below it too. And it's super like non-snaggy for a jig or for a Texas rig or something. Tree would be. These are a lot easier for hooks and stuff to bounce off of. We're actually having a little bit of trouble making the hole. Whoa, that's the wrong way. Yoinks. We're having trouble making the hole big enough for the pipe to get through more easily, so we're kind of trying to think smarter, not harder here. I think it's going to help a little bit. It's certainly not going to hurt. Boom! Here we go right here. This is finished product number 1. Now I know it doesn't look like much, but here's the thing. It's gonna stand up. Even if it gets knocked over, right? It's still gonna be like that, which is still a brush pile. So the beautiful thing about this is super cheap. I think all this stuff costs us like, what, 50 bucks?
Yeah.
There's no concrete involved, which normally you see the concrete bucket or the 5-gallon buckets filled with concrete with these things sticking out. Those are nice. They're super durable, but a lot more expensive. A lot more time consuming with the concrete. This took us probably 10 minutes to stab holes, make the holes a little bit bigger with the drill, stick the PVC through. And look at this. Look at the finished product. Not too bad at all. I mean, if you were a fish, you'd hang out on this, wouldn't you?
For sure.
Right? I mean, you'd get under it, you'd get on top of it. I think actually it needs to be standing like this. I don't think it really matters, to be completely honest with you. No matter which way it sits, it's gonna have stuff coming up. We could have done a couple more holes and had some like maybe 1, 2, 3 more, but that's a nice, cheap, time efficient way to put some brush in the pond. Like I said, the beautiful thing is no matter how we drop it in there, no matter how it falls and lands, if it freaking flips over, it doesn't freaking matter. It's gonna be lands like that, lands like this. It's not gonna matter, it's a brush pile. And now it's in there, it's not going anywhere. Now let's go ahead and put the rest of these bad boys together and get them down to the pond. Flip that thing up, man. Let's get them side by side, the two that we did on our own. Andrew did one and I did one. You know, why would you flip mine over like that?
You told me to set them both up side by side.
Well, that's not. I think they're supposed to stay on their side. I think. That's really like I think if they land like this, it's fine. But they're gonna fall over like this one. It's kind of like leaning over. That's kind of how they're gonna be, I think.
I kind of messed mine up, man.
Doesn't matter. If they fall over, like that's the beautiful thing about this construction. If they fall over, it doesn't make them any less effective as cover. You know what I mean? Like the fish are still gonna get in there. I guess the whole point of it. Yours actually looks pretty good. Yours standing up pretty good. Mine's kind of getting a little wonky.
I threw an extra in there just for good measure, and that's why it's a little.
I mean, hell, looks all these look good. I think they're gonna get the job done. Look at these bad boys in the water, eh?
Let's do it.
All right, we got the guys down here all laid out. Probably how they'll end up looking in the bottom of the pond. Fine, it's whatever. I think they look good like that. I think that's fine. It's literally a mini bush without the leaves. You know, it's got all the branches and stuff. I think it looks great. I think we did a great job. But before we decide, well, before we put them in there, we want to figure out what's the best place, right? Because location's everything. If we just dump this thing in 2 feet of water, it's not gonna matter. So we need to find locations that are high percentage areas already, but maybe make them a little bit better, give the fish some structure to relate to that we're not gonna get snagged on, because there's plenty of structure out here to get snagged on. We want some stuff that's not gonna make us lose a fish. Before we do that, let's toss around the old weightless lunker log, which is just my go-to this time of year, especially when the weather's acting finicky like this. See if we can get a bite or two, maybe even a catfish bite on a live brim or something, and just kind of see where the fish are already relating to. Give us an idea where to drop these fish structures. While I'm bass fishing, Badger over here is going to try to get some brim in the fish trap. See if we can't cook us up a catfish too, and just kind of see where the multiple species are hanging out in this pond. We still have not figured out this pond very much, guys. There's a lot to be figured out for sure still. You were really hoping there was going to be one in there, weren't you? It's a nice combo, man. Whoever bought you this must have been a real swell guy.
Oh, they're getting on top of it.
That's exactly what they were doing to me earlier.
Getting on top of you.
No, they're getting on top of the trap and they just weren't like, they didn't want to go in. Is the bread floating up to the top? Nice. Look at Badger. He just went with the straight yank 'em. Yank 'em. You can put the other 2 live ones in the bucket if you want to keep them. Check out your little catfish rig here. So we've used this before. Nice. Little cut bait, brim face. Bobber, not a brim head, just the face. That'll probably get bit immediately. I think I know where you're gonna cast it too.
Looking for that snag.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, try to land the hook right on top of it. That's really where the fish like to be. All right, it's starting to rain a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and speed this process up. No bites on bass gear. We're just gonna let the catfishing gear sit there, let the bobber sit there, and we may get a bite by the time I get out here. I'm gonna grab the old kayak. That's gonna be the best way to get this structure out where it needs to go. And I'm gonna have to take it piece by piece. Probably gonna get peed on here. I mean, we're getting peed on right now, but hey, I mean, what's life if you don't get peed on every now and again? Right, Andrew?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, Andrew, I'm gonna launch the yak, and then you're gonna have to load me up with each piece on the back deck of my yacker tack. You heard? Yeah. Cool, good talk. Need to come push me in. Oh, I'm sure you are. Woohoo! That's a quick insertion, baby. We're in here. If we get a bite on that bobber, I'm just gonna grab the line and just hand line them in on a kayak.
One at a time?
Yeah, let's do one at a time so we can be very deliberate with how we do this. Because I don't want to lose one and then it sink and it's not where I want it to be. Oh, my crotch! Jesus! Oh God, it's trying to lean over on me. So what are we thinking for the first one? By the drain pipe? Some deep water. Plus we'll always know where it is because it'll be in front of the drain. Maybe like 10 yards out from the drain. I like that. I really want to see how this thing sinks. Or if it sinks, I guess I should say. I feel like it's going to, but I just don't know. We were gonna weigh it down, but then we decided, hey, why do that? Because that would be too smart. Yes, just rain on me. It's so cold too. All right, I want to get straight out from the drain. I mean, I want there to be no question as to where this thing is. Charlie, come swimming. He said, nope, no, I'm good. All right, let's plop her on in. Oh yeah. Dude, it sank like a freaking ton of bricks.
What the heck?
So there you go. We got like 5 to 10 yards right in front. I can't even see it anymore. It must be really deep right there. Let's see. Let's check the... It's about right there, which is not very deep, but it could get deeper further out. It could be like a declining... I still can't see it. I guess that water's just super dirty. All right, well, we got one down. That'll be a good place. Guarantee we'll catch a bass off that thing here soon. Real question is, number 2 and 3, I kind of want to put one off this point. This is the biggest point in the pond. It would just kind of make sense to put one there, but then again, I don't know. Oh man, that bobber just got rocked, homie. We better keep an eye on that. Load me up, Scotty. Make sure to throw it in here as violently as you can. That way it hurts me. Yeah, that's it. That's the way. Yeah, that bobber's about to go crazy. I better hurry up and go put this thing out. Oh gosh. Oh no, I'm stuck on a brush pile with a brush pile. Oh, get off me. It's really hard to paddle with this thing right in front of you. I learned that today. My only concern about this point is how deep is the water off the point. So I definitely don't want this thing sticking out of the water. I mean, bass could still get on it, but the idea would be to fish on top of it, right? Let's check the water depth. Well, it's deeper right here than it was out there. What the heck? Yeah, it's a perfect freaking spot. Let me check it again. Yeah, I mean, it's the same depth, but right there, it's deeper. Let's chuck this thing. There it goes. Yeah, it's going, and I can no longer see it. Wow, that's crazy. So, okay, we got one off this point. What are we thinking for the third one?
You want to hit the other point as well?
Well, yeah, let's load it up. Let me go see what the water depth is over there. But I mean, I guess we should keep in mind that we want to be able to bank fish these things. Now, we could cast and hit this one, but we're not going to be able to cast and hit that one. So we got to kind of think about that. But I'm liking where these two are landing, though. I'm really liking where these two are. Dude, can you believe the water depth is deeper right there? What about right here? It's deep right there too. I didn't touch, but we know there's a freaking snag right there. All right, easy with this one. I don't want it to plop off. Well, I don't know. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. No. What a cat. Let me just leave it right there. Wait for it to flood. That'll be good. Don't worry, buddy. I got it.
I know you're fine.
Yeah, I know I'm fine, but that's got nothing to do with this. Dad bod for the win. This one is giving me hell. I don't know what the deal with this guy is. Maybe, no. Woo. Let's put one over on this bank. It just makes sense. We might even be able to see that one. Well, we'll remember it's just to the right of that point. Oh my gosh, we had just something clobber. Oh, it came back up, no. Oh, it's okay. He might be hooked. He may just not even know yet. Come on, no way he just took our bait. You see how hard that bobber went down, man?
That thing went under, bro.
I don't know, man. Is this drag even like working, bro? Oh my gosh, I just got hit again.
Come on.
You see that?
Crank on him.
I'm gonna crank him. Oh, I got him, but he's pulling so much drag.
He's in a tree.
Oh, he's in a tree. Dude, this thing is, the drag is no longer working. This reel is broken. The reel is broken, dude. It's literally broken. Like the drag's not working at all. Oh, there we go. Okay, it finally tightened up. Holy smokes.
Is it out of the tree yet?
I don't know. Oh God, there he goes. He's pulling. He's coming. He's coming. Did you see all that bait running? Yeah. Okay, he's out of the tree. We just got to keep him out of the other snag now, which is where he's running right towards. No. Come on, buddy. Dude, that bobber went down like a popper. You hear the sound it made? Come on. Oh, good size one. Oh no, he's in a brush pile. Why is there so much brush? Look, that's a big one.
That is huge.
Oh God. Jeez.
That's a PB.
That's a freaking PB channel, baby. I don't know if it's a PB, but gosh darn, he's big. Woo! Look, should I just eat him?
You always have.
Oh, you always do. No. Come on, big fella. Oh, yeet him.
Yeah.
Yeet him up on the bank. Dude, that might be the biggest one out here, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Close. Look at the head on that thing, dude. It's as big as my foot. Bigger than my foot. It's wider. Look at that thing. Gosh. Woo! Holy moly. This is one of the many species we're providing cover for out here by dropping these little brush piles in. Holy shnikes. See if I can get him unhooked here. Now look how big his head is. He's so warm too, dude. Wow, he is so warm. Is it just me or do catfish eyes like look really weird? Do they kind of look weird to you?
They kind of look like a, I don't even know.
Like
a
in-
googly eye type
Yeah,
look?
that's what I'm saying. Like in the fish family, I feel like catfish are just the weirdest looking fish. And like they probably, all the other fish probably make fun of them. Oh yeah, well you eat off the bottom and your eyes are stupid. These circle hooks are freaking the truth, man. Holy moly. I'm not sure if he was on there the whole time or if he just like came back for it. Like I really don't know. What a fish, baby. I'm not gonna lie, we caught a lot of catfish in this backyard pond. Right out of the gate. I mean, we just got here. But kind of fun, like catching these big old, like they're big. These are not small. Look at the heads, like look at that thing. Like if he keeps growing, we're gonna have some absolute tanks in this place.
20 pounders
Come,
everywhere.
yeah, come like a year or two. Especially if we start setting up things like feeders
Ooh.
and get the bass population right. Get this population under control because there's a lot of catfish too. So if we reduce the catfish population, that'll make them bigger too, I'm assuming. Let's get this guy back into the old drink. Dude, what a mondo.
Yeet.
Let's go, baby. Wow, little cut bait brim. Never underestimate the power of it. All right, folks, we're gonna sign out right here. I'm glad we could get a fish catch in there for you guys. Oh yeah, we only ended up doing 3 of the brush piles, and that was just because we did that first one to demonstrate, and then me and Badger both took turns making one to kind of make the time a little bit more efficient. But then we had that last piece, and we're just like, you know what? It's gonna take more time to make that than it's gonna be worth. So, because the weather was getting bad. Luckily, it's okay right now, but we put 3 out. We put one out on this point, which I think is gonna be highly productive because of how deep it is. It's like 7 feet of water right off that point. That's gonna be a productive bass point that we can cast at from the bank. And we put the other one in the deep water, once again, can cast at it from the bank. Probably same depth as right there. Right in front of the drain, which is gonna be a high traffic area for bait and stuff too. And then put the other one kind of in a weird place. I mean, it's just kind of out there off that point. It's in a little shallower water, which I wasn't crazy about. But, you know, maybe the water levels will come up a tad, kind of keep it concealed. And fish will still get on there, I promise you. In 3 feet of water on a brush pile, fish are still gonna get there. Especially like spawning season and stuff like that. Something could put a bed right there. So anyways, we're gonna kind of keep an eye on these brush piles throughout the history of this pond and kind of see how many fish we catch off of them. But either way, it's gonna be fun. Drop some suggestions in the comment section of how to make these brush piles better. I know the concrete and bucket method is probably the best method of making the durable ones, but I feel like this is a pretty good method too because it's just cheap and easy. Let me know, hit me with some suggestions on how to make brush piles better. Maybe we could do this again and make a giant piece of brush like me and Lunkers did on his channel and just drop it somewhere in the deep water, just a huge piece of brush, like the length of the entire black pipe that we got.
That would be crazy.
That's what me and him did. We bought about 30 or 40 PVCs and put it all in one of those giant pieces.
Sheesh.
So it was huge. That could be a video if you guys want to see it. But yeah, just give me the suggestions. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, guys. Make sure you subscribe with all notifications enabled. That way YouTube doesn't forget to let you know that we dropped another ranch video. So anyways, folks, I love you so much. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.